with the rainbow flag has been on my case since day one.
The journey getting there and getting there, what did it mean to you?
A dream come true. It comes, but it doesn't mean you actually not good enough, because
Yeah.
look at your track record.
Mm.
It says a lot. This kid has too much energy, man. What do I do with a kid like this?
Some of us in our high school years, we've gone through spaces where we were involved with people that didn't want to come out.
Watch. And then boom, I was there.
You're
So
there.
like, hey, man,
Look at me now.
yeah. Hiding who you truly are amongst people, it breeds a lot of anger and resentment within you, because you're not living your truth. They give you this look, they give you this look, and I'm just like,
I'm not there.
I'm not there.
Let's stop harassing our allies.
Please.
These are people that speak on our behalf when we're not in those rooms.
Thank you for watching our video. This show is sponsored by DreamStream. DreamStream is a unique platform where creators can monetize their video content. All creators rely on support from people like you. Join us on the DreamStream platform to support your favorite creator and view the episode without any adverts. Follow the link in the description for a how-to guide. DreamStream, a place where you can create yourself.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Real Queer Talk with myself, Tolo, the inimitable one, Mutaung. It is another exciting one. That is a promise that I'm making for you, so you have to stay tuned. So today we've got a interesting guest, and there's a reason I'm saying interesting, and you'll get to find out as we go. Tabile Tau is already a household name in the acting industry. He has risen the ranks of his career to become one of the youngest South African actors. With his role as Bonga on SABC1 show Generations The Legacy, Tau took the industry by storm and set the bar quite high for upcoming actors. That I must put out there. However, his popularity has grown since he took up the infamous role of Sefako on the Showmax series Youngins. It has become quite a show, and everybody gets excited when you talk about it, because if you haven't watched it, look, you need a weekend to actually binge watch it, because you don't want to watch one episode. Tabile, thank you so much for making time to come. How have you been?
I've been really good, man.
Yeah.
I've been really good. Life has treated me amazing, Blessings been coming my way, so positive energy all the time. So I'm really good, man. How are you?
Incredible. I'm excited that you're here.
Mm.
And I've been very good, I must say. Yeah, I've been very good. So, do you feel like to a certain level, the new role of Sefako, or rather, let's say Sefako is taking over Bonga?
Yes, yes, like by far, it's like it's not even a question.
Yeah.
It's like the moment Fago dropped, people
It
forgot
went on.
Bonga.
Yeah.
It's only like when I go in the rural areas,
Yeah.
where they're still like Bonga from
Yeah,
Generations, but
yeah.
everywhere I go now, it's
Sefako. New identity.
but that's the crazy thing about this industry, man.
Yeah, lovely. But let's take it back to who Tabile is from childhood. Tell us a little bit about your childhood. Just first have an idea of who you were and how was it like for you.
Well, crazy childhood. Not gonna lie to you. Wild kid. Naughty but not rude.
Okay.
Very naughty.
Yeah.
Too much energy. I was a problem child basically. But
Always in trouble?
not always in trouble at school, always breaking something.
Oh, God.
Or, you know, breaking something on me,
That's
like my
having
toes,
energy.
my arms, you
Yeah.
know, breaking my mom's parts and everything. I was just a kid with a lot of energy and always excited.
Yeah.
And my mom saw, it's like, "Ish, this kid has too much energy, man. What do we do with a kid like this?" But she saw the only time I'm really paying attention to something or focusing to something
Yeah.
is when I'm watching TV or watching
Oh.
movies. So I don't know why I said like I was rhyming. TV, movie. So she saw that I love TV. So I used to mimic
Yeah.
Lion King and Sarafina a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So she thought maybe I should channel all this energy into arts.
So it did basically go quiet in the house because you're watching TV.
No, even you see, if the TV's on volume 100,
Yeah.
I'm 150
No way.
because they must hear me perform the Lion King songs. It
Oh
was
my
that,
word.
it wasn't. I was showing everyone that I
Yeah,
can,
I can do
reenact
this.
this.
Yeah.
Too much energy. Tarzan even. I used to believe I was Tarzan. I used to
Yeah.
climb up the tree that was in our front porch,
Hence you'd
and I
break.
used to jump and land with a towel around my neck. So it was
Yeah.
Tarzan combined with Superman.
Oh
So I
my
would
word.
jump off the tree,
Yeah.
jump off the tree all the time. And then my parents were like, "Hey, this guy's gonna break something." So they chopped the tree off.
Mm.
What else? You see this iconic scar. I don't want
Yeah.
to call it an iconic scar, but it's something I got from all this, energy. I
Yeah.
ran into the corner of the wall, and the
Mhm.
blood was just,
Yeah.
So my mom thought I was gonna die, but it was just like a little thing.
And your siblings, how's the relationship like at that time? How do you,
Mm.
you know?
At a younger age, I was very
Yeah.
overprotective over my brother, even
Yeah.
though he's the older brother. I was the more one with energy, so I was
Okay.
always like, let's go,
Yeah.
protecting over him. But we have a solid relationship, me and him.
Mm.
It's like we're best friends. But we do not forget the boundary that who's the older brother, who's the younger brother. I think culture has also helped with that. But sometimes as a man, you feel like, what,
Yeah.
but then he's your brother at the end of the day. So I have a solid relationship with all my brothers. Three of them. There's a baby who always
Yeah.
comes to me and asks me, random questions because he believes I know everything about the world.
Of course, you're the bigger brother.
So, and then there's the third one who's quiet. You never know what he's thinking. It's like an assassin
Yeah.
type thing. But yeah, I really have a solid relationship with all my brothers and my entire
Yeah.
family.
Yeah. That's incredible.
I'm the black sheep though. And I'm the crazy one. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you grew up in the Cape Flats in the Western Cape, and you know, media gives us, a certain picture
Yeah.
about that area.
Yeah.
For
I wouldn't say Cape Flats though. Cape Flats makes it sound like whoa.
Yeah, I mean,
But it was surrounding areas of the Cape Flats.
Yeah.
Because at the time there wasn't flats there. It was just like
Mm.
suburbs. It was farmland, and then flats came after they came before those other flats.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. I get
Yeah.
exactly what you mean. But you may finish your question so that I know what you're trying to say. It's just I had to interject there. I was like, Cape Flats.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa.
but also thanks for that, because as I said, like, media will give you a certain picture, only to find that the reality is something different,
Yes.
right? And I was curious to know that, for you in terms of, the society, because people that come, for example, in townships, they'll tell you, Ekasi, this is how things were. For you, when it comes to, how the society was, what are some of the things that you found yourself having to navigate as challenges, perhaps also lessons that you learned as you were growing up in your neighborhood?
Gangsterism, definitely. You see, that contradicts what I just said all the time. It's like Cape Flats, but it was
Yeah.
surrounding areas, and for me, I think it was quite easy to avoid it.
Yeah.
Because there was never much interest for me in gang culture. I was more interested in what's happening on television, so I think, and my parents made sure we avoided all of that.
Okay. How
So
so?
my dad was a soccer coach, so every day after school we'd be training on the field, and he'd gather all the kids of the neighborhood, and we'd come play, and that garnered him so much respect.
That's nice.
Even amongst the kids who are gangsters today, they don't touch because they know my dad was a soccer coach who used to train all of them. My mom put me done music, done drama. Also, that thing of Dragon Ball Z is playing at 5 o'clock. You want to go to
You have to go
you have to be in
home.
the house by
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Then you know after that you have to wash and eat and it's supper. You're not in the streets. Catching on nonsense. Being exposed to drugs as well. It's a major thing in my neighborhood. Yeah, like, it's a
Sure.
bad one.
Yeah.
My brother and I we're just taking a walk in the neighborhood at night. We're playing
Mm.
FIFA. Had some drinks, yeah, but we decided to just take a walk around the neighborhood. Saw this kid. He was like, what? He was now 13, and I was like 16, and he's losing his mind trying to attack his father with a knife
No.
because he was high on drugs. And I was like, and then I asked that question, how did we avoid all of this? It's like, because we genuinely did not have an interest in it.
Sure.
We saw something bigger for ourselves outside of Easter. Hence, I'm in Johannesburg now.
Yeah.
I'm in literally a different province. So it was kind of easy to avoid that. Also, looking over your shoulder every day doesn't seem nice. Bringing danger to your family doesn't
That's true.
seem appealing. So, and it wasn't even a thing where my parents had to like
Worry
fight.
about
It
it.
wasn't. It was
Yeah.
just like,
That's lovely though, because I mean,
mm,
being in such a space, you can easily fall, into those,
yes.
because also you go to school with some of the people
Mm.
that get
Oh, my parents
involved
made
in
sure
such
school is there, my boy. You must
different
take the
area.
bus. You must
Yeah.
go far to go to school. Something like that. Not these schools nearby, because she
Yeah.
knew, ooh, if you are here,
It's gonna be a
papa,
problem.
danger,
Yeah.
danger.
And then where and when do you realize that, you know what, actually I have love for acting and I want to pursue this?
I was what, grade 9. How old was I in grade 9? How old are people in grade 9? They're
Uh,
15.
what is grade 9? Because I'm older,
Standard
so
standard 7, I think.
started 7.
Yeah,
So it
grade
should be
9.
right.
So yeah,
15,
yes, I was
14,
14
15
at the
there.
time. I was 14. I
Yeah,
think it was then.
yeah.
It was then when after came to my school,
Okay.
and I always realized, no man, my teachers in primary school always said you have a knack for reenacting,
Yeah.
So it's like, hey man, after came to my school in grade 9, and I was
Mhm.
just like, okay, let me check out what these people have, and then they brought the brochures and everything, gave us a young glimpse on how to make movies, and then I
Yeah.
was like, ooh, I
So
really
it
want to
got you
do this.
excited.
I was really excited, and I was like, I mean, might as well just try it, and apparently I'm good at it.
Yeah.
And then I tried it, and I didn't do drama though in high school. I wanted to though, but the classes were full, so I
Okay.
opted for music.
Oh,
Sucked at it. Don't judge me. Sucked at playing the
you tried
instruments.
though,
I tried.
and that's why you
That's
know
all that
it
matters.
won't work.
I tried. I mean, I can beatbox. That's about it. That's about music. I can make it up.
Yeah.
But and then grade 11,
Mhm.
I done my first one act play. I
Okay.
came second for best performance. I was like, oh, let me actually do this. And then but in grade 9, I already told my parents, I want to go to after. And then I think grade 11 was like, okay, you actually got it.
Yeah.
Let's pursue it further. Matric came, applied. Within the first 2 weeks of starting matric, boom, got the thingy. Yeah, you're going to after.
Eh.
Done.
You were on time.
I was on time. It's like everything was step by step. It's
Yeah.
like climbing the ladder. There was no push pull. It just came smooth.
Yeah.
I was just like, when I actually look back now that I think of it, yeah, everything, step by
Was just
step,
aligned.
was
Yeah.
aligned, you know.
And that's really nice, because then you don't really get confused of who you are and what you want to
Yeah,
do,
in
especially
life.
if something that you're passionate about. Because for others it takes a while to actually like get it, that, oh, okay,
Some still
this is,
don't know to this day.
yeah, yeah. That's the sad part of it. And 2020, you were playing the character of Bonga on SABC One.
I don't know why I laughed. That.
What was that your break though?
Yes,
Is it where like it really professionally started?
yes,
And
most definitely.
yeah.
Turn my life around. One day you're chilling on 800 followers. Boom, next day you're on 5,000.
Mm.
That is a canon event. Your life now completely changes
Yeah.
everywhere you go, then referred to as Bonga. People are appreciating your performances. People are saying this, and that. And you
What does
realize
that do to you psychologically?
psychologically, it's the validation I believe everybody wants.
Mm.
And you get it.
Yeah.
You're good enough. You
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
We appreciate you for what you can do. So it makes you, it spikes your dopamine and your serotonin level. So of course you're gonna feel good.
Yeah.
But what you shouldn't do is let it get to your head and get complacent. I think that's how
How
I
did
view it.
how did you manage that? Were you conscious of it at the time?
I'm still conscious of it right now,
Yeah.
all the time. As much as you can lose it at any given moment. I think that's what's constantly on my mind.
Yeah.
So I always believe you're only as good as your previous performance. So I just looked at
Yeah.
everything like that, and you try to do everything differently. And if you consistently get praise, you must also consistently
Deliver.
give out work that's worthy of praise so that you stay at the top. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't stay at the top because he scored 15 goals last season. And I was like, you know what? I did 15 goals last season. I'm not going to do 15 goals this season. He goes for more and more and more and more. To be the greatest, you have to always deliver work that's worthy of being considered great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the validation does do the thing.
No, I get you there, and I think also with you it's well deserved because you basically deliver. You know, one
I
has
try.
been one has seen your work you know, at different spaces, and I think as a creative it really shows that you really give it your all when you get into something. With I mean, Generations is a household name, right? The journey getting there and getting there, what did it mean to you?
A dream come true. Simple as that. Because I told a lot of people that I was going to be on Generations.
Is it?
Watch. And then boom, I was there.
You're
So
there.
like, hey, right now.
Look at me now.
Yeah, type of thing. So it was
Yeah.
basically just a dream come true.
Sure.
Mm.
Incredible. And many times we dream of something until it happens and we get into that space, right?
Yes.
And as you get into that space, with you particularly, you've been on cast with people that you were watching maybe like few years
Ago,
when
you know,
we were
before
there.
everything.
And
Yeah.
you know,
Mm.
do you find yourself start maybe questioning yourself in terms of your abilities, or do you take a point of saying this is an opportunity to learn and really showcase also who I am, and what is your state of mind to navigate that space? Because for other people, they get to a point of being crippled by being in that environment because they start self-doubting and comparing themselves with others that have done it maybe for years.
Dreamstream, a place to create yourself. Record video, music, and podcasts in our full-service studio. Record video, music, and podcasts in our full-service studio. Dreamstream, a place to create yourself.
That's a good question. It's a loaded question. I think for me personally, the self-doubt comes when you don't get the work.
Okay.
It comes, but it doesn't mean you actually not good enough, because look at your track record. It says a lot. The belief comes even way more when you amongst veterans, and you know they like, dude, you actually got this. You have the ability to take this far. Takes away all that doubt.
Yeah.
Completely. You know, it's just when you're not working.
Okay.
That's where, for me personally, the self-doubt comes from.
Yeah.
It's just like, I've been auditioning so many times. Somebody give me a job. And he was like, yeah, that's when it happens. But then when it happens, ooh,
That's it.
you
Get
feel
right
the
back
juice,
in
you
the
feel the
element.
sauce, you feel all the spice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've also been on different productions.
Yes.
I mean, you've the likes of the station, Goodbye Gogo, the Hotbon Sons.
Yeah.
You know, navigating the cultures of different productions. You know, to make sure that you know you settled in. How do you navigate that?
Just be you.
Yeah.
It's simple. Like, be you, because if you try to put on a persona that people will like, And then when they don't like it, now what happens? You panic. Now you shy. You
can
weird.
easily fall
Yeah,
out.
no, just be you.
Yeah.
If they don't like it, they don't like it. If they like it, they like it. At the end of the day, it's you. And if you always do that at every set, just so happens I'm really likable. But yeah, I've navigated proper around these sets because I've always chosen to be myself.
Yeah.
It's the safest bet, always.
Ever been challenged by a culture of a set where you
Yeah.
find yourself like, yeah,
Bullied once,
whoa,
but I said it straight.
how bad was it?
It wasn't. It just gave me anxiety. You know, not that bad.
Yeah.
But you can see when people are like, oh, I wouldn't let you talk to me like that. And then I was like, not today. You listen, you. But I didn't use that.
Yeah.
But I was
But
just
you had
sorted it
to-
out on my own, and
Yeah.
the dynamic changed afterwards. You know, standing your ground. You know,
In hindsight, where do you think it came from?
it came from the need that I need to stand up for myself.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
the
the bullying.
bullying. Yeah.
Oh, it's just someone who feels like they've got weight and they just want to throw it around.
Yeah.
You know, and be like, you young, you're still starting. Oh, you came from generations? Ha, biggest show into that. Ha, it's not generations now. This is my show. This is my train type thing. And I was like,
No.
why? For what reason? Oh, you continuing. Okay, la la. This is
We gotta
not gonna
fix this.
happen type. You know, and
Yeah.
we sorted it out. And then after that, you know, when you deal with someone and now they're scared to interact with you.
Yeah.
Then I knew, so it was false confidence towards me because you're hiding something.
Yeah.
And I was like, there was no need to hide anything, man. I'm a normal oak. You're a normal oak. You're just older. I'm younger. I'm still fresh. But don't talk to me like that. Simple.
Could be that you were intimidating. You know when you go
I-
and someone feels like this one is a threat.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, apparently I am, but I don't know which context.
See, experiences confirm some of the things. So let's chat a bit about your on-screen gay teen romance on Showmax. Right?
Yeah.
Youngins series. It is a daring story, daring love story, I must say. How did you get to land the role in that space?
Oh yeah. Crazy. It was I'd done an audition for it.
Uh-huh.
Like last year in July.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm gonna audition for this. I'm gonna speak Zulu. It's Koloma. It's Koloma. Ntan. Azam. Sharp, shy audition. Quiet. Very long time. Like from July, I'm talking, so it's August, September. No. I'm lying. It wasn't July. It was around May, June. So then they quiet July, August, September, October. They're quiet.
It's like 5 months.
5 months. So I'm like, okay, now they're probably shooting. Oh, it's
Yeah.
already done. Yeah, but nah.
So now you're looking at other things. You're thinking,
I'm still auditioning, looking at other things. I'm like, it's the end of the year. I'm not gonna get a gig. Oh my god, I'm having an existential crisis, mom. Type thing. And I was just like, okay, no. Time is 7:00, 7 p.m. at night. I'm driving home. Hey, Mr. Tau. I'm like, hey, Zinzi. It's my agent. It's like, she's like, how do you feel about kissing a man? I was like, here we go. Like,
Hold up.
It's like, hold on. She's like, no, just think about it. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll say, I'll get back to you in 10 minutes. So drop the phone. I'm like, but you've been very safe in your roles. You've been comfortable now. Goodman was you got Generations. That was nice. You got Goodman, you played something different. That was a lead.
Yeah.
What else do you need? I was like, okay, cool. Let's do this. Call him, all right, let's do this. Let's go. It's like, okay, we need you next week. I'm like, next week? Oh my God. Okay.
I've been prepared for this.
No audition, nothing.
Wow.
I think they sent my previous tapes of other auditions. They were just like, you know what? Give this man this role. He's willing to do it. Give him the role. Little did I know it was going to be one of the biggest shows in South Africa. Little
Well,
did
I
I
think
know.
in the rest of the continent,
Is
for people
I
that watch
forget. I
Showmax,
forget that
so
Showmax is.
yeah, and that's
But yeah, it's that thing of what is meant for me will come through willingly.
yeah.
I didn't even audition. They said, okay, we'd like you to audition because I was still shooting something else at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we'd like you to audition. And I was like, okay, what do you want me to audition? She's like, and then my agent goes quiet for an hour. She calls back, I know. It's yours.
Yeah,
You don't need to audition. It's yours. She was like,
yeah.
who's the production house? Like, Chedza Pictures. I almost dropped the phone. I was like, oh, what? What do you mean? Chedza Pictures. I was like, ah!
This is every
Adulting. I was
actor's
like,
dream.
this is the one. And it's
Yeah.
like shooting for 6 months. I was like, oh. And I was like, all these blessings, everything that I've prayed for such a long time, because I've just been getting, month gigs, month gigs,
Yeah.
month gigs, month gigs, month gigs.
Now you have
It's a
something more
series
long
13.
term,
And I was
guy.
like, 6 months. I was like, oh, yes. Now I'm within.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and I mean, as a straight guy or a straight man, what did it mean that now you challenged to shift into playing a role of a different
Mm.
um, gender identity?
I think the thing that was in my forefront was just, it's a craft.
Yeah,
It's a craft. Respect it. Do it.
yeah,
Simple.
yeah.
Has nothing to do with you. It's a character. Absolutely nothing to do with you. So then I went to go do it. And look how it came out.
You know how to challenge yourself, eh? That's
I do. I was just like, because in my mind, my late friend Tapelo,
yeah.
passed away 3 years ago. I was there that night. He was always someone who was testing his comfort zone. And I
Oh,
always think of back in third year, it was always Tapelo and Aiden leading the class. I was
yeah.
like, why am I not there
There.
between the two of them? Because they were always challenging themselves.
Ah,
And then they done a short film, I think in second year, titled Djembe,
okay.
where they had to do like a gay scene. And I was like, what would Tapelo and Aiden do? What would they do? And it was like, let me do it. And then bam, I did it. And it was like, because it's a craft.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
challenging ourselves.
yeah.
We're trying to become better. And then I did it.
It's interesting you say that because I was about to ask you that, how did you prepare for it? Because obviously it takes you totally out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure of the spaces that you've got into that, in your life. Have you had an opportunity to be in spaces where there are queer people, where you
Yeah.
could observe and learn certain things?
I'm from
and,
Cape Town.
Wow.
Cape Town.
Wow.
Yeah, there is. And also because in the hood, there's a lot of people that hide the fact that
They
in
are.
the hood, they call it after 9. It sounds so derogatory. I don't like
Yeah.
it. Dude, if that's your sexual orientation, accept it. Whoever, like I said, be who you are.
Yeah.
Whether people like it or they don't.
Mm.
It's not got nothing to do with you as long as you are who you are.
Yeah.
So it was just like that thing of taking parts from people who hide themselves and what character it brings about. And I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's challenge this.
Dude, you aced it.
Let's make people hate me.
You aced it. I hated you at some point. I cried with you at some point. Because also, as a queer person, that there's certain things that I could relate to, right? Some of us in our high school years, we've gone through spaces where we were involved with people that didn't want to come out, and you know how that feels, and it gets you angry. Your blood boils, but at the same time, you can cry with the person because you
Understand
know
their
the
pain.
consequences, what it means to them, and all of that, and you really took us through the journey of interpreting the realities of society, and it gets me curious that for you, what message would you like people to take away from the character as you are playing it, as they're watching, not only for queer people but also for the society at large as they're watching? Because also what I loved about it is that you created conversations,
Yes.
you challenged thoughts, you challenged views of different people,
I think the most important thing, if you're looking at it from a human perspective and not in a perspective of sexual orientation,
Yeah.
I think that thing of hiding who you truly are amongst people, it breeds a lot of anger and resentment within you because you're not living your truth.
Yeah.
And that breeds a lot of toxicity to a lot of people. Look at people who are bitter, even till this day. I believe they are bitter because something inside of them is eating them up that's not making them who they really are.
And they're not dealing with it.
And they're not dealing with it. So that breeds a lot of. Sefako wasn't accepting who he really is because he believed this was what's going to happen, because that's how his environment in which he grew up, that's how people reacted to people who are like him. So he believed that, you know what, hiding myself is the best. But going to Olifantsfontein, which was a school that is so open-minded. I mean, there was girls who was doing,
Yeah,
they were doing
yeah,
OnlyPans.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there were openly gay people, and no one had a problem with it.
Yeah.
But because of where he comes from, it was taboo. So he believed that that is going to exist in that culture of Olifantsfontein. So that was the best thing he
It was
could do.
engraved in his mind.
But then what did that do? He became a very toxic man, even abused. At some point, he was abusive.
Yeah.
And then, I don't want to spoil though. I don't want to spoil, but I think also when it pertains to me, the more I realize this is who I am, I can't change who I am. I'm a talkative, loud, energetic person. It's going to annoy some people.
Yeah.
Some people are going to enjoy it. The moment I accepted that, I was so much happy. I was at peace. I was calm. I was around circles. If they don't want me, hey, Baba Kotuka, you have your own house. You can do whatever I mean, not a house, but my apartment. You get me. But like, don't go where you're not wanted.
Yeah.
And I think he thought exposing himself was going to make everyone not want him. But in his friend finding out that he's gay, his friend even loved him even more.
Yeah, I mean,
they even started
very
making jokes
supportive, yeah.
about it. That's just like,
You know, when you say that, what I appreciated about his friend, he saw Sefako for who he is,
Yes.
not for his sexuality.
Yes.
To him, he was his friend, and to that as well, I could relate because I've got straight friends from childhood, and people sometimes think that when you have straight friends, things will happen.
You guys.
But it's not even. You know,
not
you never
that.
see each other in any other way except being friends.
Yo, broski.
Yeah,
type.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Mm.
You know. So now it's out, it's popular and all of that. When it comes to assumptions and speculations, because I mean, on screen and real life are two different things. Especially if you have played a character this good, you know. What has been, how has it been like for you? now you go to malls, you go to events, you walk the streets. And like, Sefako.
Oh, the rainbow flag has been on my case since day one.
Oh my
Since
goodness.
day one. And it's like for the longest, I think I did it for a week.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gay, guys. I'm not gay. Like, I'm really not gay. It's a
Yeah.
craft. Then I just got tired. I was like, assume
Think
what you
whatever you
want.
want. Yeah.
Assume whatever you want. I have a loving girlfriend. I've been straight my whole life. I
Yeah.
told you it was a craft. If you assume I'm gay, that's your
It's
thing.
going to be your business.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
Like, and
Dreamstream, a place to create yourself. Record video, music, and podcasts in our full-service studio. Record video, music, and podcasts in our full-service studio. Dreamstream, a place to create yourself.
I'm in an industry where there are a lot of gay people and, you know, stylists,
Yeah.
designers. You know, I'm always interacting with these people. And sometimes when I'm in these environments, they give you this look. You know, they give you this look. And I'm just like,
I'm not there.
I'm not there. Like, all of a sudden, playing Sefako has made my gaydar just like clock things. And I'm like,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's DMs are still blowing up.
I
People want to
think,
do a lot. I'm just like, no,
dude,
man.
I appreciate you as an ally to the community, because you have showed society that we can see each other as human beings
Yes.
and coexist, right?
Yes.
And just appreciate each other for who we are
As human
you know.
beings.
But I also at the same time want to call out the queer community members. Let's stop harassing our allies.
Please.
These are people that speak on our behalf when we're not in those rooms. These are people that understand that we're human beings like any other. So let's not. And I think that's why for me, I treat everyone as straight until they
They
say
say
or they
that.
do something.
Yes.
you
I
know.
also think because it's also like it's the human aspect. It's
Yeah,
like when someone
yeah.
flirts and then you don't say, you don't write, you don't paste on your forehead,
Yeah.
don't flirt with me. Someone sees something they like, they say hi, they talk, they flirt, and you're like, oh, that's not how I roll. You can
So it's
still
more of
talk
a
to the
window shopping situation.
yeah. Then you speak, and then like, oh, dude, I'm not like that. And then you haven't. If you wanna continue the conversation, you're gonna have because
Yeah, because now you crossing the
you're
line.
crossing the line, you're
Yeah,
crossing a
yeah, because
boundary.
there
But I
has to
also
be
tell you, like,
boundaries.
dude, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Your parents, your
Yeah.
brothers, your girlfriend. Because many a times we think that things affect us, but they also affect
The
people
people
that
around
are
you.
around us, that are dear to us. How has it been for them dealing with the whole thing?
I remember my family was the first to find out, of course,
Yeah.
because I have to leave the nest, And I told my parents, I was like, okay, so I'll be playing a gay role. Does my dad not sending laughing emojis? Ha, ha, ha. Mom sending laughing emojis? Ha, 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 ha. My brother sending laughing emojis? Ha, ha, ha. And then my dad was like, Ichop, Ichop.
Yeah.
Ichop,
Wow.
Ichop. If you want to challenge yourself, then I'm do it. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Ichop, Ichop. Well,
It's
who
so
knows? It might
powerful.
be a big show. Who knows? It might be successful, whatever. Do it. If you believe your heart's in it. And if you believe this is the moment for you to do it, do it. And I'm dedicated to my craft, so sometimes things look too realistic. But ultimately, each job.
Yeah.
Because I also have a lady who's in the industry, and I think we need to have that common understanding that these things will happen with our job.
True.
If we separate our jobs from our personal life, I think everything will be smooth.
Which is the most important thing. Hey?
Simple.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, her show came out kissing a guy. It was just like, when you try to predict how you're gonna feel,
Yeah.
and then it happens, and you're like, oh, can't think normal. It's normal. It's
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
Problem starts when funny things start happening on set. Some people now they kiss each other one time on it's their first day, they kiss each other.
Yeah.
Next week now they're sitting together during lunch all the
Hey.
time.
Yeah. Then
And then you
because now you can't separate the characters.
because now you're getting
Especially
things
because you're
intertwined.
shooting for a long time.
Exactly. Story time. Jokes.
Guys, I am sitting with a professional today. I don't want to lie. So you are a multi-talented individual.
Yes.
You also are into modeling. And understandably so. You've got the looks, you've got what it takes. Share with us a little bit about that part of your life.
It's still one of those things I'm still aspiring to.
Okay.
Because I believe you only a something once you get paid for it.
Okay.
So yes, I can model,
Yeah.
shapa, woo. The moment they be like, we're charging this much for you to do that and go model, then I'm a model. So for now, I'm still an aspiring model, still checking out these looks on Pinterest,
Okay.
still giving them out for
Yeah.
Sowetan Mag. Shout out.
Yeah, that was an incredible shoot.
Drip
I
my
must say.
imprint, my cluster, the vibes. So yeah, I was like, it was for me, it was like a rehearsal to what you could potentially be doing as part of your career. So, yes, I didn't get paid for it, but I was like, I felt like a model that day. I was giving the looks.
And you look so natural.
That's what they say, and I'm just like,
cool poses. It's just like you've been doing it for years.
Yeah. Also, because everything takes preparation, right? I think everything that I put my shoes in, I've prepared for it, even though I was playing around. Like, even just playing around in my apartment.
Yeah.
I was actually preparing for it. Even when you just lay on the floor and you just do a pose and you hold it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
To you, it looks crazy, you playing. But
you
then when the
actually-
time is
there's
right.
a moment that will come.
Exactly. Success happens when opportunity meets preparation.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you do your own voiceover links in my apartment, just overlooking the view.
Yeah.
You never know when someone is going to like, oh, just give me a link like this. And you're already there. Your mind's already there. Yeah, but that's why I was like, same thing with the validation. It looks like you're natural at doing this. It's because I was kind of preparing at some point in my life. You know.
And how far do you want to take your modeling career?
Oh, Papa, I want to be wearing African luxury designers in every single international fashion week.
Global.
Purely African. Global.
Yeah.
Global.
Yeah.
Because David Tlale said this on a podcast. You'll never meet about Balenciaga, the people who created that. But you can meet the people that created Imprint. You can meet what David Tlale is. That's what I want. Like, that's what genuinely I want. I want to be like, I'm rocking this designer. I know him. I got his number. I can call him. Yo, pull up.
Like, hey.
I got 50 racks. Make me something. Something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because Flex is an African.
Also, what I appreciate about that is that you understand the importance of celebrating our African designers, you know,
Yes.
our local designers, because many times we focus on those that comes from outside, but there's also incredible designers, you know, within
this
the
country.
country, within the continent as well, that we should actually be, you know, embracing their stuff, their creation. So, what does the future look like? Because you also are aiming to go into the presenting space.
Yeah! So, ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into what? I don't know.
He's ready.
But it is. Yeah, you know, I'm also doing those links. Yeah, I genuinely, like, for so long, I wanted to be a presenter, bro. It's my lifelong. But I think everything comes at a time when it's supposed to come.
Yeah.
Like, the acting came when it was supposed to come. The presenting will come when it comes. The modeling will come when it comes.
Yeah.
But I must just be prepared for it. So, yes, definitely presenting.
That's where you go.
I want to do it, even for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because think about it. 3 hours in the morning, they need you. Boom, you go to set. And then after set, boom, you submit your idea. Boom, beep, beep, millions. Ha, easy. Well, you know, it's just 3 hours of your day.
Yeah.
3 hours of day doing what you love. And then, you know, you also behind the scenes at the same time.
There's nothing as fulfilling as doing what you love.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And actually making honest money from it. Hence, you know, no, focus on honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Highlight it, bold it.
You
out
know.
there.
Honest.
Mr. Tau. Ka Sesotho re re Ntate Tau.
Ntate Tau, that's the name.
Thank you so much for making time to come speak to us. We appreciate the person that you are, the professional that you are, and also for taking time to come, you know, share your story with us. For me, it has been inspiring. You really challenged, you know, how one should think and see things. And we wish you all the best, man.
Thank you so much, Tolo. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
So as a presenter, the closing link.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just had a beautiful interview with Utolo and Ntate Tau on the Queer Talk. On the Queer Talk. Please catch us as we drop this episode next week on a Thursday or on a Friday. It was lovely.
Until the next one.
You're one of a kind. Could you even imagine what the world would be like if you all just spoke without a filter just for one day?
It sucks.
Gugu, you must come to my office after school, okay?
Why did you lose your cool like that, Jamal?
The bench is full of incompetents like you. It is impossible to get justice anymore in this country.
Mr. Meiwa.
This is an outrage.
You can't break up with me.
I love you so much. What number, Mrs. Spud?
We cannot postpone the case every time the accused is feeling some form of anxiety.
But the accused has the right to a fair trial, my lady.
Delay tactic. Order!
Jonga ibalulekile kum.
Uba uzola wabi makabe guilty. Sonke siyayazi into banomntana uyenzile lento.
Balapha.
This is the one.